James Holt back with another video. Today we're talking about paying models to wear your clothing or wear your items, use your products, whatever, depending on what you're selling. It's a little snippet out the course. Had a little teaser in the last video. Wasn't expecting to release this on YouTube for free, but I couldn't leave you hanging after I mentioned it, so I am recording this as well and putting it up for free for you to enjoy and hopefully learn from. Just remember, if you want more content like this, you definitely want to first of all subscribe to the channel for free daily videos, and also hitting the link down in the description which takes you to startsellingstuff.com, where you can enter your email address so that you'll be the first to be notified when I do release the course. Now, the course is going to be massive, very in-depth, very detailed on everything that I discuss. I would truly think it's one of a kind, and if you want to get in first and at the lowest price I'll ever offer, then you have to be on the email list. Like I said, link is down in the description. So let's get into the video. When I talk about models, I am not talking about Instagram influencer shoutouts, where you send them the picture, they post it, and that's it. What I mean by a model is someone who poses with your product, whether that's clothing, an accessory, or some other product, and actually puts themselves in the image with it. So a live action shot or modeling a model with your clothes on. And there's two ways you can do this, or there's two ways you can get images like this. And these images are very valuable because they tend to get shared a lot more on social media than just product shots, and you can also use them for your ads. So if you've got a winning product, you absolutely want to do this at some point. But there's two ways you can go with it. You can get small pages to do it, so people with 1,000 to 10,000 followers, maybe personal brands, but very small people that just do this as a hobby. And if you've got cool products and you've got somewhat of a brand built around your business, then these people will do it for you for free. All they'll ask for is free product in most cases. On the other hand, you can go to larger influencers and get them to model in your clothing, but then you'll usually have to pay for it. So you'll have to pay $100, $200, whatever, to get them to model in your stuff. The advantage you have is you can then leverage their personal brand to sell your clothing, because people in your niche will know them if you've chosen good influencers, and they also have large followings. So once they have the product, they've taken their picture, you can then do something similar to the normal IG shoutouts we talk about, where you do a promotion, big sale, free plus shipping offer, and they post the picture of themselves and put a link in the bio. If you can get that, that is very, very valuable, because it doesn't seem like an ad. It's natural. They're wearing a product, they're wearing clothing from your brand. Put a link in the bio, tell people where to buy. That is very, very powerful, but it's usually expensive. So before you even consider doing that, you have to have a winning product. You have to have tested the product, you have to know it sells well in your niche. That's not just because it's expensive, it's also because it takes a long time. So you don't want to be testing products by doing this. Too expensive, takes too long. Don't test products by sending them to models. You'll have to wait 30 days plus whatever time it takes them to take the picture and post it. Plus it's too expensive in most cases. The next problem you have is that a lot of people, a lot of influencers rather, they aren't aware of what you want them to do. So you have to be very clear with what you want. You don't want to pay a model $100 to take pictures in your clothing, take cool shots, send them to you, post them on their own account, but not put your link in the bio. That would be, in my opinion, mostly wasted money. Yes, you can use the images on your own, but if you're going to pay that kind of money, you have to get a link in bio. Same thing as with the normal shoutouts. Without a link to your website, either in the bio or in a story with swipe up feature enabled, the shoutout is worth basically nothing. Linking to your page and then from your page to the store, it's an extra step. You will lose people, you will lose trust. You have to get a link in bio, and you have to be very clear about this before you ever pay them or send them any products. Without a link in bio, no deal. You have to be very, very clear about that. Otherwise, you're going to get upset when the influencer posts the image, you ask them to put a link in bio, and they say, "Oh no, I can't do that. I have a deal with another brand. I don't do that." You have to find this out from the get-go. Be very clear about what you want. If she can't provide it, move on. It's like I said, smaller pages, they'll take really cool pictures often just because they're honoured that you ask them. They don't get asked a lot. These are often young people just doing this as a hobby. They think they're cool because they've got 5,000 IG followers, but they don't think like business people. This is very different to the large niche pages or even small niche pages. If you've got niche influencer pages, those are often also young people, but they've got a mind for business. They're trying to make money. Personal brands that are small, they don't know the money that is in their brand. They're just doing it for fun, because they enjoy doing it, because they like the validation, whatever. You can profit from that by getting really cool pictures, which you can use on your own social media. But for a new store, it's not worth much because you probably don't have a following yet. If you're a larger brand, if you've got 1,000 or more followers on Instagram, you can start thinking about sending free stuff, even to small pages, just to get cool pictures in exchange for free products. Here's the thing, I said don't spend money on a model unless you've tested the product. Well, if you're in a clothing niche, perhaps some sort of subculture, and you're selling clothing, oftentimes the best influencers are going to be people who consider themselves models. So whether it's a full-time income or just a part-time thing, they want to be models. So use that to your advantage. If you've got a girl who wants to be a model, tell them that you want to do a trial shout out. A normal IG shout out like we discussed, with your picture, your caption, link in bio, some kind of special offer, trying to get people to buy a product. Do a trial shout out on their page. Tell them that you'll pay them $15, $20, whatever. And if it goes well, you'll then hire her as a model. That is a great way to get trial shoutouts or just normal shoutouts on pages that don't otherwise offer shoutouts at all. If you just reach out to them, they'll say, no, sorry, I don't do that. But if you dangle what they really want in front of them, and if you're going to be ethical about it, I would only do this if you're actually willing to then work with them as models. But this gives you the advantage that you get a shout out on a page that doesn't otherwise advertise products. So the audience is going to be fresh, it's going to be more receptive to your offer. Plus, you get to find out how much the traffic, the audience is worth to your business. And if the shout out does well, chances are once she models for you and you do another shout out with the picture she took herself wearing your clothing, that is going to do even better. So if you can, always try to organize a trial shout out, and I think this is a great way to get in on pages that you otherwise wouldn't be able to post your shout outs on. That's about all we have to say on this little snippet from the course. If you like this video, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and remember to sign up for the email list. It's startsellingstuff.com. Link is down in the description. Sign up there, you will get in at the best possible price. This is just 2 slides out of one PowerPoint presentation. There are 20 other presentations like this, and it's really in depth. I really think this course is going to be one of a kind. Nowhere else can you find this much in-depth discussion on a broad range of topics around Shopify dropshipping. So I think the course is going to be great. Sign up for the email list if you're interested. If not, that's fine. Just watch the free videos and hopefully you get value from that as well. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and until next time.